Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to do the girl for this mixed media background that we did yesterday. I will link this down below the video, and I will also link it in a clickable link at the end of this video. And real quick, I have a piece of printer paper. I think it's easier when you're starting out if you're going to draw and glue down to do this kind of thing. You can definitely do it right on here, but I did kind of measure it so I can know how high the girl will go. As you can see, she'll go about this high. I can go a little higher if I want. And then she'll only go over that much. See how I did it? Very easy. It'll be much more understanding when when I take her and glue her down, so you'll be able to see better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just circle very lightly. I'm using a Bic. I love using the 0.9 millimeter lead because my hands, I break stuff. I break lead constantly, and this is just a number 2. You can get this. I like this because it's thicker. This is my favorite, but I ran out of lead, and I got to get number 9s. But it gives you a little grip on the bottom, so it's good for my RA and fibro if I'm having a bad day. It has an eraser. This comes in a pack of like 4 or 5, so it's very inexpensive. So this is just what I'm doing, and I'm going to do my very simple kind of going to take it down like this, bring her arm down, do it like this, bring her arm down. If you sing a little bit like, and you know, like it works. And then I'm going to give her straps for her dress. I'm going to judge in the middle here where approximately her cleavage will be, and then I'll bring it this way and this way. And you know, you can always work that out in the wash to make sure it's even or whatever. And with the outside part, we are going to kind of bring it in a little bit, and we're going to bring it down. I'm going to give her a waist and then kind of out like that. And then the same thing here with the outside part. We're going to bring it down and give her a waist and bring it on the outside. Now, I will play with this and fix this a little bit. I need it to be up a little higher, I think. But don't be afraid to erase. It's not that big a deal. It really isn't. I'm going to try to go up this time. Sometimes my brain just doesn't cooperate, and that's okay. So I'm going to kind of go like that. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. And you can match it to see if it matches going across, if that's, you know, what you want to do. I'll do it one more time. And you can definitely draw a small line just so you kind of get the idea of where you want it to go in at, and then go up. And that's all. I'm good. I'm good. So then her arm, I can see that it's kind of far away from where, you know, the hip is, and kind of far away. So I will go up a little bit and just erase it and go back and draw. Now to you, it might make more sense to draw this first before the arm. It's totally up to you. I do it a million different ways depending on my mood. And then I'll just kind of move the arms down that way. And then this arm has to go in a little more. And then I'll deal with all that, you know, in the wash. It's not a big deal. My brain is not computing right now. But you can see, like here, we have her waist and where her arm is. So this would probably go in a little more. You can give her stick arms. You can do whatever you want. Just kind of how she's sitting. I always say, like, oh, she has her arms behind her back. Okay, so that's where I'm going to start with that. For this, I'm going to take and roll this. This is one of those smushy erasers. And I'm going in, and I'm going to take the bulk of these scribbles out where it's not going to necessarily. Now, like I said, you can measure this. I'm going to keep it light under there so I know where to kind of go. And then lightly trace the best part of the circle there. And that's it. Okay. So now I want to, do I want to do her hair first or her face? All right, let me see. I want to give her these. I've done a couple of these before. I'll show you. I just want all the hair to kind of come on her face, go up, and then I'll bring it down. You know, kind of like if she's, you know, it's kind of coming onto her face a little bit. That's what she said. There we go. Okay, so you see it looks a mess. It's all right. I'm going to erase off the circle that I drew. Maybe this one. Yeah, a little. And then you can go back in and, you know, you don't need all the swirls in there, but do what you want. Okay, but that gives us the bulk of her hair. And then I'm going to go in and do her eyes. And I don't want it to look exactly like my other ones, but, and I'll play with that, you know, I can play around with that later. I'm going to kind of go in here and do her eyes about here. Now I'll tell you what else I love to do is I love to like photocopy my drawings so that I can kind of print them out and cut them out and use them in different, you know, things. I can always change them into like color or black and white, and then, you know, I can color them whatever way I want. Put her eyes in. This might be a little too. It just takes me a minute. Lately, I've been having a lot of brain fog, which is always so enjoyable. I get very not jealous in a bad way, but like I'm like I watch people and I'm like, oh, I wish I had that clarity. All right, and then I'm just gonna put in this for now, because like I said, I don't want this to look so helmet-like. We'll play with it. All right, and then I know she looks a mess. She will come together in the end. I promise. She's just gonna be one of our little odd girls. Do you guys find it's like when you're drawing and doing everything, you are like, and you have maybe you have music on and you're singing everything like that, doesn't affect you as sitting in the silence as much? Does that make sense? I swear sometimes it's like sitting in the silence is sometimes harder for me. Okay. So we got her face. Her eyes I'm not digging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the eyes and I'm going to do them over just a little bit. I'll still be able to see where they're basically at. I'm okay with this eye. It's this eye that's really getting to me. That's my table. Everything's moving. I adjust it. I get him to adjust it, and then I don't know what happens. It just changes. I don't know if it's because I lean on it too much. That could very well be it. That'll be a little better because, like I said, I don't need her to be. Do I want it more open or do I want it? I don't need her to be too, because she's going to be an odd girl. You know what I'm saying? So she's not going to be on point. Because I don't like to do like that. I like to do it a little looser. But my brain is just not calibrated today. I'll just do it this way then. Okay, and then I'll do like this and then call it a day. Because I'll sit here all day, but that's a little bit better. Now her hair, like I said, will go definitely a little bit more. I should move this down or keep it up. I'll leave it like that. Now I'm going to go in with a permanent maca to trace. Because that's just how I like to do it. Maybe I'll do the brown. Just to kind of get like that, just a little bit like that. Kathy, you should recognize this one a little bit. And maybe a lot, like I said, a lot of you that's been with me for a while, which a lot of you have. I'm not going to do the eyes in this because I have to do the thing. But if you look at this, so the girl, that's kind of what I'm going after. And she, obviously, she looks a little different than this one, but there's all kinds of different, ways. I'm not necessarily copying her, but that's my inspiration. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I have this so far. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over with my flesh colored paint. And I'm just going to use my light flesh. It's almost gone. And I'll go in. Okay. And just paint the flesh, where her arms and all will be. Not worrying. I know this marker isn't permanent, so I'm not going to worry about it too much if it blends in with the skin tone, with the paint. And she'll be getting cut out, so it's not like, all that's going to matter. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, have been we have can't even talk. We get obsessed with ID on the thing where you watch all the like police shows like 48 Hours and uh Evil Lives Here and all that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't even stand it. It's like I love watching it. I don't know why. Am I the only one? I know I've asked this before. But tell me what your favorite shows are. Like, do you guys watch Netflix a lot? Do you watch the Food Network? Do you watch uh that kind of stuff? Are you a game show kind of person? I get curious what people watch and what people do. Do you game? Like, do you play a lot of games? I know Angie plays games, but I don't. I can't play games anymore. I would never leave it in front of the TV. That's why I don't even try. The only thing I want to do is I want to get um my that dance games that you do, where you follow them on the like PlayStation or whatever. I used to do those years ago when the kids were little, but I want to start doing them again just because I can do them at my own pace and I can do it in my living room because I used to love to dance. Now not so much. But my sister has it and my mom have it and I'm like, "Oh, I wonder, Emily does it, my sister they do it together sometimes and I want to try it. I hate always feeling left out. It's awful. I'm sick. I mean, Emily has fibro and all and she has her own issues, but my body is just like, girl, you've been sick since you've been 27. Give up. You're not going to be doing no dancing. And I'm like, but I want to dance. I want to dance. You know? Ugh, drives me nuts. I used to love playing basketball and doing so much, and I just can't do anything. I think that's the most, like, that's what I miss the most is doing the physical things. Or like being able to make dinner, being able to set the table, being able to feed everybody, being able to clean up the table, clean up the kitchen without it knocking me down for 3, 4 days at a time. You know what I mean? Like that bothers me. I didn't mean to turn this into a vlog, but that bothers me because I want to be able to do it. It just, I guess it's not my cards anymore, but it makes me so very sad because that's all I want to do, but I can't. What color dress are we gonna do? Let's do this metallic red. Let's bring some of these colors together. Let me get a smaller brush though. But yeah, I just wonder, like, am I the only one, who misses that kind of stuff, or what did you used to do that you loved that you can't do anymore? Even like when I do videos or something, like it's very hard. I was even gonna do my joke there, but I changed my mind. But yeah, I just wondered. And then when them flare ups come, and like I said, I'm grateful I get to do art and that kind of stuff because I love it, and this helps a lot. But sometimes I want to be able to do more. Like I'm doing this, I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'm gonna take a nap, and then I gotta get up and go. We're gonna meet at Olive Garden with my sister and my mom and dad, and we're gonna have dinner for my dad's birthday, and then go to my sister's for cake and all that. And I'm gonna be wiped out. I won't be able to move tomorrow and all that. And it's fine. I mean, you have to do things in life. I mean, I want to do it, but it just kills me. And nobody cares. Not nobody cares, but it's like, it's not somebody else's life, it's my life. So people don't necessarily not care. I think I want to say understands. People don't understand. And I think that gets me too sometimes. I I don't know. I just think I'm a little crabby today. Just a little cranky. I'm just tired of being not feeling good, I guess. But such is life, right? What you gonna do? All right, so that's what I'm gonna do for her here on her dress. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And I think I'm going for the orange hair again because I think it'll complement the background a little bit, kind of staying with the colors. So I'm gonna rinse my brush. I'm gonna dry my brush. Oh, I gotta clean this room. Good God. I'm gonna shake the orange. Just gonna use my regular orange folk art that I had yesterday. I think it's orange medium or whatever it was called. Yep, medium orange. Gonna go in. I'm gonna get the hair. Get it started at least. I don't know what brushes these are. I got these sent to me from CubeCraft. These are nice though. They have a nice size to it, and I think they sent me two sets of. They sent me a bigger set in a case, and then this one, the smaller ones. And I really enjoy them. I should probably tag them, letting them know I'm using them. I think I'm even going to put a little crown on her. We shall see. And I'm sitting here blabbing, and I'm like, no, but who the heck wants to hear all my crud? Everybody got crud. I laugh because if I don't do a video for a couple days, y'all write me, checking in and all, and I appreciate it so much, and I'm not saying anything mean, but I know what it's like because a couple weeks ago on Instagram, somebody I follow on Instagram wasn't around for like a few days, and I'm like, oh, geez. And then I went and checked the Instagram account and noticed that they hadn't posted in a while, and then I start getting nervous because I've lost. I mean, I've been on the internet for quite a while, and I've made quite a few friends down the on the way, and actually lost somebody, and I didn't get to say goodbye, and it was just a sudden thing, and it just broke my heart. So I get nervous. I mean, don't get upset if you're not on for a couple days and I don't email you, but you know what I mean? Like I always feel like I'm being invasive, but I wrote the person anyway. And I was like, "Are you okay? Haven't seen you." But it just happened to be that they were in a flare up and having a really hard time. So, which I totally understand. But yeah, if you don't see like people that you're used to seeing all the time, it's like, what happened? Where are you? All right, so that's all I'm gonna do here. And I did outside the line a little bit. I can cut around that, but I'm gonna probably outline everything anyway. So I'm not gonna worry about that too much. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny how you become friends with people on the internet and you don't realize, how much you look for them or look forward to their posts or whatever. I'm probably gonna have to do this in threes and one more last video. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna go in with this black marker. I believe it's permanent. So I'm gonna go in and we're gonna see what we get. I'm gonna start down here though. I'm gonna do a dark lipstick. Shoot, you know what? I really don't want to do this color. Let me see if I can find, I mean, the lips I'll leave like that. Where's my other crud? Where's my other stuff? Come on. Let's see if this brown will work. I want her to have a little teeny nose. Okay. Okay. What color do I want to do? Her eyes. How about some green? And I'm just going to put it, I'm not even going to, there we go. What I am going to do though is I'm going to take my paintbrush and I want it to be somewhat clean and kind of go in and just lift a little of that before it dries. Now the Fabricist I've talked to you guys about them before. Before they dry, they're workable. And I don't think that the company uses that to their advantage when they're talking about these. I've never heard them, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have said that. But they definitely are workable until they're dry. And then when they're dry, they're permanent. They won't budge. But you can see I'm definitely, you know, working them a little bit to lighten it up. Just a little water on the tip of the brush. You know? So, okay. I think I've realized what's wrong with my setup here because I've been trying to like figure it out and why am I over here too much and over here, but I had him move my camera and my camera is like like right here is the like middle of my camera. Well, obviously I'm over here because of where I'm sitting because I have all my stuff over here from the way I was sitting prior when the camera was over here, if that makes sense. So I got to redo everything and I have an idea. So that's what I'll be doing. All right, so now I'm going to go in and put some pupils. I like to start in the middle and then just work my way to make them a little bigger. Like that. And then I'm going to pick maybe I'll do like a pink to do a little bit of like, get a little bit of eyeshadow. Like that. And then I'm going to do, but yeah, so I think that's what's wrong with me. I feel off because, well, I am off, let's face it, but I feel off a little bit because I'm kind of like trying to get in the middle. So this is in the middle and it's not, the light's not so much. I got to move everything because I moved everything. Do you know what I'm saying? So I finally think I figured that out. It only took me weeks, but hey, what can I say? I'm going to give her a little boop right there. And then I'm going to go around with, let's see, what color? I don't know if I should go that color or red. I'm kind of digging this color. Oh, look. How am I going to know unless I do it? Let's go on the outside. Give her some maroon. Like I said, I'm going for a, she's not going to be a normal girl. We're going to do our odd girl. Okay. And I'm going to give her some eyebrows. I got to do this. I don't know if I should. I don't want to color it too much because yeah, I'll just have to cut it out. And then I'm going to do some white. Once I glue her down, I'll do some white highlights. And then I'm going to go back in here and just trace this out a little bit. Ooh, this marker really bites. It's not the best marker in the world. And then I'm going to take this, and I want this to have this. Yeah, just to make it a little bit more. Okay. Okay. White. I'm going to give her a highlight in her eye. I'm going to do a little bit here just to kind of blend it out. A little bit in her lips. Just a few. Okay. And then I see I have to do this right here. Okay. All right. So that's what she came out like. And then I'm gonna go around. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. And you can see I kind of did, you know, I tried to do like shapes in a sense. So when you go to cut it out, because I am not a good fussy cutter. I am fussy, but I'm not a good fussy cutter. Because I am fussy and a cutter. But, you know, it's hard. So, and I don't know how people do it. I wish I could, but I can't. So, you know, I kind of, this is just very wavy. And if you have decorative scissors, which I think I have some downstairs, you could definitely use that while you're cutting out the hair. Any kind of hair that you do, and it'll give it some, you know, some shape, you know. And it'd be a lot easier than having to cut out shape of the hair. And then I'm just kind of moving the paper, moving the what I'm cutting more than the scissors. Because then I can just keep the scissors there and it's not so much on my hands. And same thing here. Okay. Okay. Now I can just kind of go, and I can either take marker and kind of like, you know, if I don't want to cut any more of the edges, I should have picked my smaller scissors for this. But once it's glued down, it'll be fine. And then just fix this little bit right here. And there we go. And what I'll do is, what the heck is this string? I will figure out what way, probably this way. And then I will put her down, glue her down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Mod Podge. Oh, what a mess I have everywhere. What a mess I have everywhere. And I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to stick my brush in. And watch if you have, as I just noticed, if you have spray or ink or paint down that is that you can reconstitute, just be careful because then it'll get on here. I want her on this side a little more. And I can always go touch it up if I want. Come on, don't stick. So I didn't do my nails yet. There we go. And it's just picking up the wrinkles from underneath. Make sure your hands are as clean as you can get them. So you don't, smudge everything on top of it. A little bit more here. Yeah. Oh, I like her. I do need to figure out I have to draw a separate crown if that's what I'm going to do. All right. All right. I'm just going to go around on these edges. Remember, this Mod Podge will dry clear. It's just Mod Podge matte. All right. Make sure you don't have anything. Like I said, I can fix everything else, but this will dry clear. So, and that is all I'm going to do on this one. So it took me longer than I wanted to, but what am I going to do? We will just finish it tomorrow. It shouldn't take too long, and then we will be done. And like I said, I want to put it in that frame. Did I show you the frame? I think I did. So it'll like go into the frame. And then I'm going to paint the frame. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the frame yet, but yeah, so that is it. All right, guys, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. If you're new to my channel, hello. I post videos 5-6 times a week, sometimes 4 or 5 times a week. And if you would like to click that subscribe button down below and then click the bell next to it to be notified when I do upload. And progress, not perfection. We're just playing and having fun. And I wanted to, answer some of you guys' requests by doing this. And that's all I got today. I hope you guys have a great day. I love and adore you guys so very much. And please share me around. I'd appreciate it. And that's it. I just love you guys. And I thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.